In 1961, the world held its breath. No one knew if a human could actually survive in the weightless void of space. Some scientists even feared that space madness would set in, or that the human heart simply wouldn't know how to beat without gravity. The man chosen to test these limits was Yuri Gagarin. On April 12, 1961, he climbed into a tiny, spherical capsule called Vostok 1, which was essentially a pressurized ball sitting on top of a giant missile. The mission was so high stakes and the risks so high that the Soviets actually prepared 3 different press releases before it even launched. 1 celebrating a great success. 2, one asking for help from other countries to find him if he crashed in the ocean or a forest. 3, one announcing his tragic death. To keep the story moving, let's look at one of the most intense parts of his journey. 1. The forbidden controls. Gagarin was a world-class pilot, but the engineers didn't trust him to fly. They were so worried he might lose his mind in weightlessness that they locked the manual controls with a secret code. He was essentially a passenger on a computer-controlled rocket. Only in a dire emergency would he be allowed to open a secret envelope to get the code. 2. A fiery re-entry. When it was time to come home, something went wrong. A cable failed to disconnect, leaving a heavy equipment module dangling from Gagarin's capsule as he hit the atmosphere. The capsule began to spin violently, and through his window, Gagarin saw the air outside turn into a wall of fire. He famously reported, "I am burning," thinking these were his final moments. 3. The secret landing. Even though the Soviets told the world he landed inside his capsule like a hero, the truth was much more dramatic. The capsule's landing system was too rough for a human to survive the impact. At 7,000 meters, about 23,000 feet in the air, Gagarin had to literally eject from his spacecraft and parachute down alone. He landed in a field and startled a local farm woman and her daughter, who were terrified by the man in the bright orange suit and silver helmet. Which part of Gagarin's leap into the unknown would you like to explore more deeply? The psychological fear. Why were scientists so convinced space would make him lose his mind? The engineering gamble. How did they build a ship that could withstand the heat of re-entry? The aftermath. How did the US react when they realized they had been beaten to the first human flight?